Hey guys, Omni here. Welcome back for Dark Season 3, Episode 7, the penultimate episode of not just this season, but the series. It's been a wild and crazy and emotional journey, as well as brain scrambling. I'm loving the ride. I'm loving the story, but my lord, has this all turned me Team Adam. I'm in my Adam mark now, guys. It took us till the third to last episode, but I'm right there. I saw a comment. I didn't see many because, again, I don't read them actively. But again, as I've mentioned before, if you have a YouTube channel at all, there are top comments. It will always show in your dashboard no matter what. You can't hide them. I just have to hope and pray that they're not from Dark and that they're not a spoiler. I had it happen one time, not with this show, but with something else that it was just straight up the twist of the show. And I was like, oh my God. And like I've said before, I've been having the Dark stuff vetted, aside from this one comment I did see, which I did find kind of entertaining. And it was like when you don't, I forget the exact wording, but it was like, when you don't know how Jonas gets to Adam, this is how Jonas gets to Adam. Omni has become Adam. I had my own Adam villain arc throughout the run of this show. It just takes that one moment to make you snap, dude. Anyway, we're going to hop into this. As always, if you want to see the full-length reaction, it's going to be on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. Remember, it is in watch-along format, so you just need to sync up your own footage with the time code to see my reaction to the entire thing. Get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover in the channel. We also get to help suggest and vote on our community pick movie reaction that we do each month. We also got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while. So sure to always support the channel. And guys, hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you do, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and let's hop into Episode 7, Between the Time.
Schrödingers Katze. Eine Katze wird in eine Stahlkammer gesperrt, mit ihr eine winzige Menge einer radioaktiven Substanz, ein Geigerzähler. Bis zu dem Moment, wo wir nachschauen, wissen wir nicht, ob die Katze tot oder lebendig ist. Sie befindet sich in zwei sich überlagernden Zuständen. Die Eigenschaften tot und lebendig existieren im Mikrokosmos also gleichzeitig. Aber was, wenn das gleichzeitige Vorhandensein von Leben und Tod auch für die Welt des Makrokosmos gelten würde? Wäre die Existenz mehrerer Realitäten nebeneinander möglich? Könnte es uns gelingen, die Zeit zu spalten und sie in zwei unterschiedliche, gegensätzliche, in einen gleichzeitigen Zustand von Tod?
Interesting, okay.
Ja. Wie viele unterschiedliche Realitäten dann nebeneinander möglich?
Oh, no, what? Did we just get another one? What the fuck? Oh no, okay, wait, no, maybe? Did we just get another superposition? Did we just get another branch that we didn't know about? Or is that the origin of her being stopped and Adam living? I've got to show you. Trust me. How many times have we heard that at this point from someone? I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. They are using a lot of real world theory to craft their explanations. It doesn't stop me from bumping into certain things, but they did. That was a smart way to bring back my concerns from the last episode back around, though it created another set of walls that I've bumped into slightly, but it's really cool. It's really well thought out. It does propose the what if we could without explaining the how, and we don't need the how necessarily, even though my brain is going to be like, how? Man, I'd love to really hear like a quantum theorist try to break this down. 1974. It's kind of like
Dem Menschen fällt es schwer, den Tod zu akzeptieren. Den Tod ins Gegenteil zu verkehren.
was gonna say, it's like the Jonas's house is the box and he's the cat. Yo. There's that, Noah.
Alles, was wir getan ist, dort vergessen. Jeder Schmerz, den wir empfunden haben, ausgelöscht.
Because we call it the void.
Adam wird sein Versprechen halten.
About that. Oh God. This is an interesting, I guess because we're bouncing all over the place, or like, let's make it easy for you. This is Jonas still perfecting their door. Yeah. Not the brightest maneuver. Ooh. Oh, is this how he just starts getting burned? He keeps doing this. I completely forgot we'd have to get from non-burned to burned one way or the other.
Sie nicht erschrecken. Manchmal glaube ich, es hört hier nie auf zu regnen.
Who are you? Sorry. The lightning's not reaching it. What is that about? And what is that anyway? Wow, really? Oh. Can't escape it, man. You can't escape it. It's already been determined.
Du kannst nicht sterben.
So I'm gonna point this gun at you. Oh, here you go. That's that fucking gun, man. Ha! What the fuck? Okay, what?
Du kannst dir nicht das Leben nehmen, weil es dein älteres Ich bereits gibt. Die Zeit erlaubt es nicht.
I mean, we know that, but like, wow, okay, holy shit.
Wir haben die Passage gefunden. Du musst dein Versprechen halten.
I mean, statistically, I guess it could have legitimately jammed that many times in a row, but whoo, he's got a bubble around him.
Dass wir Freunde werden.
Really?
Bevor du mich verrätst.
Oh, well, who doesn't Adam betray at this point? But he knows it's coming.
Gut.
Oh.
Einmal noch. Einmal noch.
Oh, wait.
Wie soll heißen? Hallo.
What?
Das Schicksal spielt ein grausames Spiel mit uns.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, no.
Und trotzdem werden wir immer glauben, dass es einen Weg gibt zu wenden. Wenn wir nur fest genug wollen.
His own son kills him and recruited him into this whole thing, and oh my God.
Ist diese Hartnäckigkeit in unserem Streben nicht das, was uns vom Tier unterscheidet?
All right, now we're getting this.
Wenn wir unser Ziel endgültig erreicht haben.
Jesus, man. We are all over the place right now. Oh. Well, huh. They busted its barrier and it became the black portal that we've seen before.
Können ihr nicht trauen. Ich hoffe, du weißt das.
Like I said, you can't trust anybody.
Weiß sie alles, was passiert? Hast du sie jemals getroffen?
Wen?
Älteres Ich.
Nein.
You should think about that.
Alles Leben darin zu zerstören. Ein Weg, das Regina lebt.
Wirklich lebt. Ich glaube, weder Eva noch Adam kennen diesen Weg.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oder deiner Welt.
Nicht.
I hope so. Holy shit. I mean, that's what I was saying, man. Gotta be a third path. Neither one of these people are entertaining or have discovered. If anything were to possibly have a happier ending. Notice I say happier, because I don't think there's going to be a wholly, like, well, it's so nice and neat and wrapped up in the end. Everybody's frolicking in flowers. Oh, and she disguised herself as the other one. Nifty. Smart.
Du hast Claudia nicht mitgebracht.
Yeah, about that. You know, I was just thinking, and I wasn't paying attention for it. With things being mirrored over here, would her have eyes been opposite colors? I've never thought to look at it.
Und sie muss
But
ihn tanzen.
that would be something I would imagine she would notice over here, if that were the case.
Wir haben alles versucht, Bartosz. Sie wollte, dass sie Agnes heißt.
It's all coming together. And then they have to take Charlotte. Wow, Charlotte kidnaps herself, as well as Elizabeth, from her own self.
Wird sich öffnen. Und dann
No.
werden wir dort sein. Du, ich.
I feel bad for everybody who really had to suffer for any of this to work. Which is most of them, let's be real, but like, god damn.
Wir kommen gegen dieses Wollen nicht an. Es bestimmt jede unserer Tage, egal wie schwer und unverschämt.
Oh, whoa. Oh, 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 oh.
Celia?
Oh.
Ich suche Jonas.
Hat sich verändert.
Jesus, man, we got yet another loop.
Jonas?
Damn.
Vor ein paar Tagen. Da war diese alte Frau. Sie stand einfach.
Claudia?
Eva.
Oh.
Sie weiß, wo du bist. Und dass du mich suchst.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Bartosz, mach ihn die Kammer zurecht.
What kind of chamber are we talking about here? Is that the realization that there is a third party that's been manipulating everything? Okay, maybe I'm not on my Adam mark, man. Fuck this. What the fuck? Wow. That is not an efficient way to suffocate somebody. Man, she must have been damn tired to not startle in that situation, though. But man, that's so scuzzy.
Einen Platz zum Schlafen.
Hanno, richte dem Herrn die Kammer her.
God damn.
Sie werden dich zu Charlotte führen und endlich auch an dein Ziel. Du wirst dein Paradies finden.
Wow. So is the stuff that happened with the kids Noah just had to do that because it had already happened? Did they not serve like an experimental purpose? Just for the lulz? Damn. Wow. Okay, I was like, we still have a few more minutes, right?
Sie sind das Licht.
Oh my, what the fuck?
Wir tragen die gleichen Narben.
Well, that's where that came from.
Du verstehst es jetzt vielleicht noch nicht. Aber mit uns entscheidest du dich für das Leben, mit Adam, für den Tod.
What the fuck? So what the shit did they tell Bartosz to do? Did that not create a branch? Wait, no, hold on, no. What am I thinking about? What happened? What? Hold on. I think I got some things mixed up there. Never mind. He's like, well, we're still here.
Das kann nicht sein.
Oh no.
Hallo Jonas.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, god damn. Wow, man. This one I don't even know how to talk about, because like this one was really just closing out a lot of loose ends and tying those knots up nice and neat for the most part, at least that I can think of. We still have some open ends, and I think it's mostly just the uncertainties now at this point about their two separate paths. So I think I had got mixed up. Bartosz in the other timeline where the Marta got awayed by Magnus and Francesca, he got left behind, you know? So like this was a whole other thing. And that just closed that loop for that Marta, the original one. What we saw was, because they had always been intervening. There was just one where she got interrupted. The one where Jonas went down to the shelter, survived, and went on to become Adam, unabated, unsaved by that Marta. So we were just seeing outside of the house what had happened. The one who chose not to peek inside, so to speak, and intervene and solidify the thing. Again, I think they're trying to say that Jonas's house is the box. And, you know, the only thing you could tell to do or whatever to solidify an outcome is by entering the house, opening the box and looking at it and seeing what's inside or whatever. You know, the whole Schrodinger's cat thing, which is what I think they're going at. And we were just seeing the other extension of that. I was under the mistaken assumption that they were creating another switch, another point. They were talking about, Tannhaus was talking about how these parallels could go on indefinitely, and they very well could use that switch point to make infinite realities out of that thing if they were to continue to maybe try something different. That's why I thought that's what they were setting up. And maybe they still were, but all it did was put Marta back on and close her loop into becoming fully fledged on her path that way. So right now, as I understand it, with the Martas, the one we just witnessed get carried away, prevented from going into the house to, save Jonas as she was dropped off there to do. She's intercepted, and that sets that Marta, in this possibility. It's weird because I want to use the word timeline, but that's not really all that accurate, even though it kind of is, but it's also not. I don't know. Anyway, sets her onto the path to becoming the Ava that we have been watching all this time, that's been pulling these strings. Meanwhile, on the other track, in the other possibility, she wasn't stopped. She does save Jonas, and both of them go off to create their branched possibilities, their branched timeline, whatever, which is all within the same reality. As we see, that Jonas lives, which is why he doesn't have any of them, why the other Adams and Jonas's and stuff don't have any of his memories, because he dies. That one doesn't live their life. The one that was saved did. That split, that switch. So that one goes on to become Adam, and that Marta goes on to become Ava. And then both of them, the Marta that's intercepted with her, she's like, hey, I'm saving you. Go meet me. You got to set me on my path. Meet that younger me and get that whole thing rolling, so that no matter what, when that Marta gets to the switch, both of them are going to be pregnant. So either way, if one of them dies, the progeny will live on, because it happened both prior and after the switch. Yeah, time travel. But then Jonas goes on to die. That Marta goes on to fulfill this loop to this point in which the split happens. Meanwhile, the one that broke, existing in that second timeline, the one that took him to go meet her back in the past, then left to go to Adam, gave him all the stuff he needed and whatever, and then met up with Adam in the future after she ran away, and then she's getting zapped to oblivion here, both of which, again, carrying that seed, but Adam doesn't know this is a duplicate Marta. I think I've got it. At this point, I don't know what spoilers there could be. I would hope anybody could be, smart and respectful, but any clarification on that part of it, I would definitely look forward to. At this point, it's just the last episode to go. So just don't spoil anything. That's all I ask. I still am going to have somebody vet the comments for me, regardless, just in case, because like I said before, some people just don't know what is or isn't a spoiler, or honestly just don't care and will just throw it out there willy-nilly. I think I'm following, and I just want to make sure, because I got tripped up, because I talked about this before, that this season is doing in total and more than what the first two seasons did combined, because that was a gradual build up to all of this stuff, and then they're like, boom, another reality, boom, another reality, plus split reality within the reality. Like, they're really like throwing all these little twists and turns and curveballs just in this little brick of time that we got to kind of keep all this going. Like, we got to figure out where all these Martas are. And I'll admit that, like, for a time, like, it definitely, I feel like it had lost me for a hot minute. I was like, I don't know which Marta this is at this point, but I think after this episode, I think I've got it mapped out in my head. But let me know if I'm wrong. But this episode was wild. Seeing what happened and who was involved in the dude, the Celia thing. We finally have a name for her. And I was like, it's so weird that we focused on this girl, this random girl from the future with Elizabeth, and then for her to come back and still kind of be in the background to not matter. And we still don't have Boris. Where's Boris? God damn it. So Hannah had Celia. Fuck, dude. But her and Bartosz went on to spawn Hannah and Agnes. Dude, there's so much fuckery in this timeline, man. Like, I've said this before, it is so incestuous in so many ways, in pretty much every sense of the word. And then the fact that Charlotte helped Elizabeth kidnap herself from Elizabeth, setting Noah on the hunt to find her again, which led him right back to Noah and right back to Claudia. But then Claudia here purports and has chosen a path that hopefully, theoretically, is setting up a third option that neither Adam and Ava are comprehending, which is what I'm hoping for. It's what I've been hoping for. It's just like, I don't know how we get there. But even though she's dead, I think she knows she's already set the stage. Obviously, but before she died, she had already visited future Adam, who had already failed to untie the loop. But she thinks it's possible still, at least like as she admitted to herself before she killed herself. She believes it's possible, but she knew that Jonas was doomed to fail in his attempt. But maybe that conditions are right in order for that to happen. Or maybe they have to extinguish Marta on both sides in both ways, both branch Martas. I love the show, man. I love it. The twists and turns. Every episode, there's something new. And the performances, dude. And I love that we saw like the transition from stranger to Adam as well. The one thing I'm still hung up on, and maybe it's a loose thread, maybe they didn't really care or plan it out all that much. What is the purpose, other than the fact that it had happened? The thing in that 80s room with Noah and the machine that fries faces. What is the point of that? Other than the fact that he has to do it. There's not like a functional purpose that played into their experiments, or does it? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because we just saw the building of that. And also how Tannhaus had also been kind of constructing his own thing in that very same spot. I'm not sure how to read some of that. Like I mentioned before, I definitely want to go through and maybe watch, once this is all said and done, get some other eyes on this whole thing. You know, this is definitely a show that would benefit greatly from multiple rewatches. That is for sure. And I know there's some people that are going to be upset with my initial reaction because I didn't catch or tie everything together on a singular watch. If that's the expectation, that's wholly unrealistic. So take it easy, please. This is definitely a show I would want to watch again, just in retrospect. There's only been a handful of episodes I've been able to watch more than once. And, you know, it just gets harder and harder the way things have been here recently with stuff on the channel, with life and all that. So it's just not it's not as easy as I could just flip on the episode and then go through it all again. If by the finale I'm still a little confused on certain elements, show some compassion, please. But anyway, I don't know what else to say at this point for this episode, man. The show is insane. It is so well written. One thing this show does way better than any other thing that really dabbles in time travel really well is it puts in the effort to try to ground it as much as possible, as well as explain its trajectory and mechanics to the best of its ability, as well as using real theory to kind of supplant it in science and in some kind of way. Even if not everything lines up nice and neat, it's so much more effort than I've seen many things put into. I can only name in my one hand how many things I've watched that have been that have involved time travel that have gone even remotely this deep into it to try to ground it so well. And the show does a really good job with it. And it's one of those things is like time travel is it's so theoretical and so messy when you get into the nooks and cranny of all of it that it's next to impossible to cleanly 100% nice and neat do it. And this is one of the best ones I've seen really kind of nail it down as best as it can. Again, I do think there are some fallacies that are involved that just come with time travel itself. But I like and love what they're doing with this. And even aside from all of that, the show is just so well acted, so well written. And it really knows how to present this stuff and just really get his teeth in you, man. They are masters at suspense, the thrills, and the reveals. But guys, that's episode 7. Next week's the finale, and we will conclude our journey through Dark. And I am just going to say, I'm really glad that I decided to pick this bad boy up. But guys, what have you thought? Sound off the comments. Eventually I'll go back and read these comments once I'm through with the show, because again, you all can be trusted. And not all of you, but apparently some can't be trusted. That said, what did you guys think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if we become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny, Sharon, Ryan, Karen, York, Corey, Scott, Margaret, Grace, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, Jake Cantrell, and Eric Official. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.